Hello. Today we are reacting to Matt Rose again. Let's go.
I've literally had waking nightmares and panic attacks about being reincarnated as a duck, being incapable of complex thought, following duck-related urges like eating breadcrumbs and whatnot, not comprehending what is happening to me or why I do what I do. Freaks me the hell out. Now we're into spooky month, I thought I'd look into some weird fears. I'm not too proud to say that even I, Matt Rose, have a slight, minor phobic reaction to, oh my god, sweet Jesus, just look at them. Of course, whilst phobias do make you feel shit, they are irrational, they're silly, they're laughable. If we immerse ourselves in the nonsense of Reddit's phobias, perhaps we'll all see how illogical our own are. From the ages of 11 to 15-ish, the sight of David Hasselhoff would send me into a crippling anxiety attack. Not mine, but my friend's dad is so terrified of buttons, ordinary buttons on your shirt or coat, that he can be physically sick if he touches one. And I'm 6'11". I'm irrationally afraid that gravity is going to suddenly switch off. My neighbour growing up was horrified of turning left in any way. I will never get within 15 feet of a boy. Any kind of red sports drink, I'm afraid of puking after drinking red Gatorade and people thinking it's blood and rushing me to the hospital against my will. I don't even know. Pins. I'm terrified of bicycles. Even just seeing a picture gives me the creeps. Wooden spoons. They're just so dry. I'm scared of goats. And it's even weirder as I've realised what I blamed for sparking this fear turned out to be a horse. So I really should be afraid of them. My friend has a fear of mayonnaise. She will scream and run away if mayo approaches her. Oh, back scratchers. There's just something about them that makes me want to vomit. Being hit by a meteorite, getting my nipples ripped off, giant isopods. Rather embarrassed to admit this, but so when really quiet people get angry and yell, I got goosebumps just typing it.
That is not a phobia. That literally is just straight terrifying. Like, everybody's afraid of that, dude.
Cotton balls. Basically, this.
Cotton balls, they make me sick. Do not deal with it.
Don't go back there.
No,
there's a lot of cotton back there. Carolyn, come here.
I've since grown out of it, but when I was young, I was terrified of burglars coming out of the toilet. I don't know why, or how that's even logical. Lukewarm cheese, Oompa Loompas, a finger in my belly button. Moments. My friend is afraid of hands up. He freaks out if you do this in front of him. Is your friend a bear? That I'll somehow accidentally be roped into some sort of international spy incident by somehow being mistaken for a contact by doing a series of random things. I'm kind of a man's man, but I always have a panic attack when I'm rolled up in a rug. I have a fear of heights. Well, that's not that weird at all. I am a pilot. Don't ask me why, but the thought of there being a little minnow swimming around in my milk when I pour it keeps me up at night. I get really uncomfortable when I see pictures of Jupiter. Long hallways, like, what the fuck kind of fear is that? Brain, please. I had recurring nightmares about the yodeling mountain climber from The Price is Right coming to get me. Don't know if this is a weird fear or not, but I am terrified of growing older. I'm quite young, 18,
8 years ago.
And just the thought of growing older and not being able to do the things I do now scares me. Oh dear, garage doors, wuthering heights, that I will develop a spontaneous peanut allergy and die. Phobophobia, the fear of phobias. How are you alive in this thread? I've been scared of Cameron Diaz ever since I first saw her in The Mask. Wild turkeys. What's with wild turkey, eh? Touching silk. Just the thought of touching silk makes me cringe and wajikognifida. I'm terrified of the idea that someone is going to figure out a way to magnetize my blood of bugs like praying mantises or moths or cockroaches or dustles. It's the long antennas and the little hair on their legs. Scuddles. I have very saggy balls. And I have this irrational fear that lowering the toilet seat and sitting on it will get my balls stuck underneath.
Bro, dude, it was so unexpected. Bro, wait, I gotta, bro. It was already funny, but bro, it was so unexpected.
Antennas and the little hair on their legs. Scuddles. I have very saggy balls. And I have this irrational fear that lowering the toilet seat and sitting on it, obliterating them. I don't think it's patient to give some idea what I mean. Very poor. The duck. Being incapable of complex thought, following duck-related urges. Long antennas and the little hair on will come times in a controlled test for science. constructed diagram. What? Well, what a stupid thing to say. Also, judgment. I sometimes can't even sleep. I'm so afraid someone might paper cut the tip of my dick. Tim Burton's art style? I mean, come on. What if I don't end up making a lasting contribution to society and my life never assists the advancement of our human race and any impressive famous person and accidentally kicking them square in the chest? Trampolines, and not for the reason you would think, getting pinched by the springs. No, in case there's a man under the trampoline with knives. I have this recurring dream where my house is assaulted by half man, half bear creatures, a bit like this. Just thinking about them appearing while looking outside makes them come. Luckily for me, this has only ever actually happened in real life on one occasion. I can't go through drive-thru. Hang on, go back. What? One of my fears is pregnant women. They make me feel sick. Found out I was pregnant the other man, half bear creatures. I have this recurring pinch by the them sideways. I've never human race and any impressive man. Prawn crackers! Biting a fork sideways. I've never.
Why would Russia pay Ukrainian separatists to hijack a Russia jet?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
We even considered doing that. Is that bad? Fear of meeting my most idolized famous person and accidentally kicked by the dream where my house is assaulted by half man, half bear creatures, a bit like this. Just thinking about them appearing while looking outside makes me go through drive-thru. Hang on, go back. What? One of my fears is pregnant women. They make me feel sick. Found out I was pregnant the other day. This will be fun. Whenever I drink a can of soda, I fear that my two front teeth would get caught in the mouth of the can and it would rip them out from the roots. Yeah. I don't like that. Crossing a street that the antenna of a car would somehow hook with my eyelid and rip it. Oh, as I blink like a madman! On the edge of the dumpster. This has never come up. My computer chair exploding. No. Well, thanks to AI now making art, we can see what that looks like. Doesn't seem that scary to me. I have a horrible fear of my big toes being on the wrong foot, lefty being on the right foot and righty on the left. I've no idea why, but I have to check every so often to be sure. I'm a 6 foot, 260 pounds, big hairy man who's into martial arts, but if there's a frog in my canoe, I freak the hell out. Fuck yes, my man. I had a buddy in middle school who told me he had a fear that his I once ran screaming from a giant maple leaf mascot in a packed expo hall. I was 17. I don't know how old you have to be before you stop bolting up the basement stairs because you think a ghost.
Bro, there is no age limit to that. Literally everybody does that, bro. It's not a phobia. It's just like a common thing that everybody does. There is no age limit for it. It's like Legos.
Ghost is chasing you, but it's not 34. The emergency broadcast system tone.
Yes, I hate that too.
Who's afraid of cucumbers? Doubt this will get read, but when in elementary school, I had this extremely irrational fear that I was living an hour ahead of everyone else. My phobia is the face when you pull your eyes down and the corners of your mouth up. If my husband tries to
that isn't scary. It's just funny.
do it around me, a phobia of bananas. For her 40th birthday last year, my uncle.
What kind of bananas? Yo, what?
Made her a card with a pop-up banana in it. She opened it.
Wait a minute. If she has a phobia of bananas, you guys know exactly what I'm getting at. So, bro, how?
Fainted and smashed her head on the floor when she fell. It was the funniest thing I've ever witnessed. Ferrets, gourds, spotlights, slimps, the feeling of deja vu, bunk beds, bells, Bette Midler, ham, the feeling of deja vu. Long metal poles, supermoons, water, decapitation, white plastic forks, ladders, just ladders.
One second, guys. Somebody's at the door.
The tides, peeling oranges, gauze, gravel, downvote, the Burger King, starfish. When I was in 4th grade, this little brat at my school named Lexi hit me in the face. Anchors, cashiers, potatoes, animals with opposable underlying puffs. Anchors, cashiers, potatoes, animals with opposable thumbs, talking trees, spiral staircases. Corduroy, hardwood floors, alpacas, and I'd assume llamas also, though I've never met one. Houseplants, cheese graters, being licked. Oh, we're not going near ovens! Dams, umbrellas, croissants, golf carts, staplers, sticks of butter. Took me a while to realise this isn't the fetish thread.
Oh,
Mats,
what?
Ferris wheels, big leave, miniature donkeys, pool sock.
Wait, 1 second, guys.